Hello everyone, and welcome to the Influencer Barbie channel. We have Miss Barbie Roberts, and I am Barbie's assistant. My name is Beverly, and I am an adult Barbie enthusiast. Welcome to our Barbieverse. We create content for people who love all things Barbie as much as we do. Now, today we have some special guests here in the Barbie studio. I just received these, and so we are going to go ahead and record our unboxing. These dolls are the 15th Doctor from Doctor Who, and the Doctor's most recent companion, Ruby Sunday, also from Doctor Who. And these dolls I'm really excited to take a look at. So we are going to go ahead and do that unboxing. I'll open up these boxes off camera and we'll be back in just a minute. So stay tuned for further developments. And we're back. I've just removed the boxes for the dolls from their cardboard boxes. So let's go ahead and remove them from their wrapping and from the boxes that they're in right now. So let's go with the Doctor first. And both of these boxes are wrapped in tissue paper. So here we have our doll for the 15th Doctor, and both of these dolls are Mattel signature dolls. And we'll take a look at the box. We have a picture of the Doctor, the actual actor who plays the current Doctor, and the doll here. And then a picture of the actress who plays Ruby Sunday. Now, our doll for the Doctor, his face sculpt is called the Basics Ken, and his body is Harley Ken. And I was expecting more that the face mold would be that of the actor who plays the 15th Doctor, who is Nishuti Gatwa. But I think that overall, he does look really good here. Let's go ahead and get him out of the box. And a reminder, if you are using sharp objects, to always have adult supervision. Okay, so we'll get him out of his box. Go. And the inside of his box looks a bit like the most recent iteration of the TARDIS here. So he also comes with a stand. Let's see if we can remove him and the stand from the box without damaging it. And he does come with a certificate of authenticity. And here's another look at the inside of his box here. We'll set that aside. Thankfully, he did not come with the dreaded prong in the back of his head. So that is definitely a good thing. That would have really damaged his head here. So he does have some plastic straps holding him in place. And he has some plastic on his shoes. I guess that's to protect the shoes from becoming discolored by his trousers here. So we'll cut that off. Here we go. Okay, so let's take a look at him. He has a very nice looking paint job on his face. I don't see any pixelation, and he is not shiny, so that's good. He has painted hair. And let's take a look at his articulation. So like I said, his body is the basics can. So he has movement at the head, the shoulder, the elbow, and at the wrist. He also has movement at the hip, and his hip can go outward. And oh, it looks like he may have some cardboard over his knees. And he has movement at the ankles. And he does not seem to have movement at the torso or the waist. So let's see about getting the cardboard off of his knees. And we'll take a look at his clothes as well. He's wearing the long faux leather jacket that the 15th Doctor wears, and he has on a striped shirt, and it is short-sleeved, and it velcros at the front. And he has blue trousers. He also has pockets here. We'll take a look and see if those are functional pockets. And his trousers velcro at the back. Looks like a really nice job on his coat here. And he has a little piece of elastic that is helping to keep his shirt tucked in. So I'll slide down his trousers, and yes, he does have cardboard on his knees. Okay, so he does have movement at his knees. We'll slide his trousers back on. Actually, let's see if those... Oh, wow, and... Oh, nope. His pockets are open, so be sure not to put the Doctor's sonic screwdriver in his pockets. And, hey, Mattel, by the way, where is the Doctor's sonic screwdriver? Here we go, and let's take a look at his shoes. They say Ken on the bottom, and they're very nicely textured here with a good paint job. They don't seem to have a distinct right and left. There we go. And he is a very nice looking doll here. And we have a good amount of articulation. I actually don't have very many Ken dolls. I've mostly concentrated on Barbie and Barbie fashion. But he is going to be a nice addition to our collection of Barbies and Kens here. And let's see if we can fit him onto his doll stand without breaking or damaging anything. Here we go. Alrighty. this stand is a little loose. We may need to fix that with a little bit of poster putty or something to get it to stay in place a little bit better. There we go. And we'll see if we can get him to stand. Let's be back in just a minute. Okay, let's get Miss Ruby Sunday out of her box. And here she is. And she also comes with a stand. Let's see if we can remove that without damaging the box. And she also comes with a certificate of authenticity. And she also has some straps holding her in place. And seriously, Mattel, they did put prongs in the back of her head. At least they did not for the back of the doctor's head. Here we go. Alrighty, let's take a look at her. And like I said, the actress who plays Ruby Sunday in the series, Her name is Millie Gibson, but the face sculpt that they've done for this doll is called the Daisy face sculpt, and she is on a petite made-to-move body. And she seems to be, there we go, she was a little bit stiff there. So she has movement at the head, the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, also here at the torso, and at the hip. A little stiff in the hips there. And the knee, and she should also have articulation at the ankle. We'll take her boots off and take a look at those. But she does have a good face sculpt here. I don't see any pixelation. And yeah, tiny bit shiny up here by the eye. But otherwise she looks really good. Her hair is rather stiff. It has a lot of product in it to style it. And she's wearing a faux fur lined bomber jacket. And it does have a belt. And has some little prongs holding it in place. And one holding it down here as well. Yes, so it doesn't get into a weird position while she's in the box. And she does have some straps underneath her shirt here. She is wearing a short-sleeved red top that velcros in back. And is it? Okay, and her skirt velcros in back. She has a little piece of elastic that's holding her shirt in position. But I'm glad that her top and her skirts are two separate pieces and not sewn together. And she is wearing black tights. They're not really a fishnet pattern, but they are fairly open weave. So be careful that these don't get damaged. And they do have a seam in back. And her boots are very nicely sculpted. You can see the buckles and laces and texturing. And then she has texturing on the bottom. And it does look like we have a distinct right and left boot here. So let's take off her boot to check her ankle articulation. A bit of a buildup of her tights there underneath, but yes, she does have articulation at her foot, so might need to pull up her tights a little bit and get them to fit a bit better. They were a bit short on her waist. And she is a petite made-to-move doll. You don't have very many petite dolls in my collection, period, and I think she is my first petite made-to-move doll. So she is a good addition to our collection. We will definitely not be using her for any body swaps. So, and let's put Miss Ruby Sunday on her doll stand and hope that works a little better than it did for the doctor. Here we go, that feels a little bit better. There we go. And we have her on her doll stand as well. Alrighty. Well, here we have the new dolls for the Fifth Doctor and his most recent companion, Ruby Sunday. So let us know in the comments below, have you been watching the latest incarnation of the Doctor? Our family definitely has been, and we've been enjoying it. It's always great to see the different stories that the BBC comes up with for the Doctor. And I'm really pleased with these dolls. One of the reasons why I refer to myself as a Barbie enthusiast rather than a Barbie collector is that collecting Barbies can get very expensive very quickly. But when I saw these dolls, I definitely had to get them and add them to our collection here. So also let us know in the comments below, who is your favorite Doctor and your favorite companion of all the Doctors and all the companions over the years. I'm really enjoying seeing what the 15th Doctor, Ncuti Gatwa, and Ruby Sunday are doing in the latest seasons of Doctor Who, but I also enjoy the classic Doctor Who series, and I have to say I was glad to see David Tennant brought back recently to do an encore performance as the Doctor, so that was always enjoyable to see. But let us know in the comments, who is your favorite Doctor and who is your favorite companion? Well, thank you very much for watching, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help our channel to grow, and once we hit some subscriber milestones, we plan to have some fun giveaways. And if you would like a chance of getting a shout out in a future video, just comment below with the hashtag InfluencerBarbie. And let's change it up for this particular episode. Comment below with the hashtag I love Doctor Who. So thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in our next episode here in our Barbieverse. Bye-bye!